preferred strategy for Enneagram Type 8 is striving to feel powerful. As we've said, these are strong-willed and assertive people who want to have some impact on the world around them, some feeling of being in control of events in their world. But we really can't understand the 8 unless we understand their relationship to the two strategies at the connecting points. At point 2, we find striving to feel connected, and at point 5, we find striving to feel detached. Now, when 8s are at their best, they use all 3 of these strategies in healthy and appropriate and effective ways. They're powerful, but they're self-controlled. They're passionate, but they maintain emotional detachment so they can make good decisions. But they're connected to people without overwhelming them or without feeling that those connections make them feel vulnerable. However, when 8s fall under stress or they fall into the fixation of their personality strategy, they start to distort the way they understand those other 2 strategies, and they develop a distorted relationship with those strategies. Point 2, striving to feel connected, becomes the neglected strategy. 8s know they should connect with people, but they feel uncomfortable doing so. In fact, they start to believe that if I connect to others, I'll become dependent upon them. I'll become vulnerable to risk in some way because I've invested emotional energy in other people. We all need to connect to people, though, and so as 8s start to repress this need for connection, it starts to leak out in distorted ways. They start to fall into this pattern of this contradictory pattern that we call assertiveness versus neediness. On the one hand, they're assertive and aggressive and going after what they want, and then they'll quickly flip to being needy, to expecting loyalty and engagement and support from others, and being very frustrated and disappointed when they don't find it. In the other direction, we have the support strategy, striving to feel detached. When 8s don't feel powerful enough, they start to withdraw. They start to hold on to their thoughts, hold on to their emotions, even physically withdraw from whatever situation they're facing in a form of what we would call distant regrouping. They want to figure out how they can get back into a position of power. This can be a precarious place for 8s because they can fall into a pattern that we call aloof aggression. They don't lose their assertiveness, and in fact, the assertiveness might turn into aggression and become even more forceful. But at the same time, there's an emotional aloofness about it that can make them even less sensitive to how they might be damaging other people. 8s start to grow when they start to recognize these patterns of how they exercise these strategies and start to work on integrating them so they use them in more effective ways.